Ready? So, hello, dear people. I'm very happy today to be together, and I'm very happy to introduce one very special guest. Today, I spoke a lot, and if you want to be rich, you have one of the most, for me, extremely important skill. It's skill how to sell. If you don't know how to sell, you never cannot be rich. And very often you ask me how to have my home, how to have my money, how to travel a beautiful life. And again, I will say you need to learn how to sell. Unfortunately, when we speak about sales, when people say, oh, I am not from this, it's not my own topic. I love when people say like this. And for this reason, I decided to invite one very special colleague, Moses. He comes from London, and he is one of the most successful sellers which I saw in London. He makes sales, only use his phone more than 600,000 pounds, and he knows exactly how to sales. Very fast, he became to be the most successful in department, after in the company, after he opened his company. He worked many years with Anthony Robbins and sell his tickets, and now he sell many other events. And I think that Moses can sell all, even the banana to African people. I think you're talented in all the sales. Hello, Moses. Very happy to see you today.
Hello,
Tell me what
Natalia.
helped
Hello,
you.
hello. How are you?
I'm great. I'm fully with energy because today I wake up 7, I go my tennis after cosmetic, after many sessions, one webinar, and now we are here. I
Yeah.
visit people who are successful, they're very activity. They not sleep at all.
No, we don't stop. We
And
don't
I
stop.
would like to ask you, you're a very young and beautiful guy. How you become to be so successful seller? If you born like this and you develop some skills and one moment you become to be like this, what helped to you?
Oh, okay. This is a really wonderful question. Really interesting. Well, first of all, I believe all of us are born in three ways. We are born naked, ignorant, and speechless. So we learn everything. So we learn how to talk, we learn how to walk, we learn everything. Pretty so much everything we do in life is because we learn about it. So there's nothing like, oh, you need to be destined, you need to have it in your genetics, you need to have it in your blood to sell. And I know that there's an audience watching us, and I'd like to ask them a question, if I have your permission, Natalia. When you think about sales, what comes in your mind? Write it down in the comments if you're live right now and you're watching us, and the team will let me know which one are the most important comments. But write down what comes in your mind when you think about sales. Because when I was growing up as a teenager and as a young adult, I always looked at sales as, oh, only people who sell are the ones who are liars. People who sell are the ones who are cheating. People who sell are the ones who are making money in a greedy, bad way. They are cheating. They are not with integrity. They're not with morality. So this is how I grew up and thinking about the word sales. But then I found myself in my life that on a really early age, I was about 17, I had to do my first job in Italy, and I had to promote and sell some things. And then after that, I went as a door-to-door sales. I used to get my bag with my contracts and go to companies with no appointment, with no connection, just go knock, and most of the times I was being kicked out of the shop, of the activity. So what really made me the difference is, okay, I realized that through sales, you can make a lot of money. I realized that through sales, I could find my independence. I realized that if you work for a salary, you can work only maximum 7, 8 hours. After that, you cannot go beyond that. Does it make sense? But when you sell, you get commissions. When you sell, there's no limit. It's up to you. You can decide whether you can take a break for 1 month, 2 months, 3 weeks, 4 months. Doesn't depend. It depends only exclusively on you. So these are the major elements that attracted me to sales. And then I had to learn how to sell. And it took me, I had to buy a course on how to learn how to sell, because I was always focusing only on what is coming out from me, what is coming out for me. and I was going to sell the easy stuff that everybody was fighting for. So if there's a tip I can give to your audience right now is, number one, you can learn how to sell. And number two, you must learn how to sell. It's necessary for you. A lot of people say, I want to be independent, I want to be financially free, I want this, I want that. If you do not know how to sell, and you do not know how to convert the audience, the customers you have, well, you'll never become rich. And by the way, it's done on a study on Forbes. 60 to 70% of all the self-made billionaires say that the mastering the skills of sales has been really vital and has been the turning point in their business and in their life. So selling is really important. So somebody, oh, okay. Yeah, so that's what it is. You need to learn how to sell, and you can learn how to do it. There's nothing like you need to be born in sales. You can learn everything. I'm trying to see if there are any questions from the audience.
Yes, I would like to tell you that today I spoke to one client. He's amazing guy. He has a very big problem with my business. And I listened to him and I asked what exactly your problem, and say, because I know how to do it, how to be successful. All the time I have some problems and I cannot sell. And I say, it's not true. You can sell very good, but you're afraid to sell. And he said, no, sales it's very bad people. I'm not like this. They're very insane. They try to sell you something. I'm not this type. And I said, okay, but you want to have your business. Yes. And how you plan to make your business without to make sales? It's damn possible. And he was very shocked. He said, I never think about this from this way. And it was very important to give him space to understand that, yes, you must to use it. And you must to sell. If you want to be successful, it's part of your job. You must do it. And for him, it was shock. And I said, first, my highly recommendation, tell yourself, sell it's something good. It's nice skills which help me, and really, people who sell us good things become to be our friend. And we tend to grow up and to do very deep friendship exactly from this. So it's very important. How we can develop and how long time we need from this to develop skill to be successful in this sales? What we need to do, some specially, why people do it so easily, and one other people say it's not good. Which quality need to have good seller man and seller woman?
Yeah, this is also another wonderful question, because a lot of people think, oh, I need to have this, I need to have that, and what always fascinated me is how come in the same place, in the same office, in the same company, I was able to generate in less than 10 weeks, I was able to generate over 600,000 pounds, okay, in sales on the phone, and other colleagues of mine were generating only 10,000, 5,000, maximum 15, okay? Same product, same company, same script, same abilities. So the same phone, same marketing campaigns. So there was nothing which was different. The thing which was different was my mindset. I set up my mind. So I worked on my mind to put it on a vibration of success. I set up my mind to be successful. I worked so much on myself. I was waking up so early in the morning to prepare myself, to train myself, to get in the right physical energy state, to get in the right mental state. But the key point, the turning point for me was exactly in the moment when I understood that selling was helping. Let me say it again. The turning point for me was when I understood that selling was helping. When I had that shift in my mind that, hey, I'm not selling. I am helping somebody to sort out a problem. That was my turning point. And from that moment, I removed the blame. I removed the feeling of being guilty. I literally shifted and adapted my mindset and put it on towards, aligned it towards success. So you want to align your mind towards success when it comes to sales, change the perception. You need to perceive sales as help. When you change the word from sales and you put help, it changes the entire game. So now I wasn't feeling guilty. I wasn't having internal conflicts about integrity, about morality. Because how many of you, raise your hand or write down in the comments, how many of you love to help people? Write down in the comments. Me, yes, I do. Write down in the comments. Whether you're on Zoom or you are on Facebook, write down. How many of you? Yes, okay, thank you. This is Cynthia. Yeah, Cynthia. Cynthia is saying that she's happy to help. So when you change the perspective that you are helping, sort out a problem, and you associate this to sales, automatically you are changing and you're playing a different game, because everybody wants to help. You feel fulfilled when you help. You feel alive when you help. You feel that you are growing when you help. So what blockage have you got in your mind when it comes to sales? Do you really believe that sales is something so bad? If you believe so, I'm sorry for you, but it will be really hard for you to be successful. And your business will just grow slowly, 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 instead of growing on an accelerated pace and grow so fast and become so big. So for those who have just joined us right now, my name is Moses, and right now I'm sharing with you some tips on sales. Write down a comment. Where are you from? I'm from London. I'm Italian and I'm from London. So write down in the comments, where are you watching us, and just join and be alive with us. Okay? So Natalia, I don't see you. Are you there?
Yes, I am there.
The queen.
So
The queen.
tell me how you, because you make some amazing results, amazing. You was the best of the best, and you do so big sales, £600,000. You make it something phenomenal. What actually helped you? How you do it? What was your techniques? What was the big secret? And usually you don't like to share it. I hope from our audience you can share your secret. So why exactly you become the best? What helped you be the best? Because many of you say, oh, so difficult, so possible. But you come some company which already working, which has many competitions, and finally you're the best. What exactly you did? What was the secrets?
Okay, thank you, Natalia. First of all, let me just say one thing. Your audio is breaking, so it wasn't everything clear, but I got what were your techniques and what led you to be so successful. Number one, I set up my mind for success. Number two, I had the courage to choose a product that everybody was rejecting. So I had the courage to choose a product that everybody was scared of because it was the most expensive one. Everybody was fighting for the cheap product. So I always love to make this example. You can either choose to, where is my pencil? Okay. You can either choose to sell a basic pencil, okay? Or you can choose to sell a Mont Blanc. Both of them have the same purpose of writing, but one has prestige, one gives you a better experience, the other one is ordinary. So everybody fights for this because you can work with the mass, because you can work with everybody, and it's easy to put, okay? Anybody needs a pencil. This one, you need to select a category of people. So what happened is I chose the most expensive product. Basically, write this down. I chose to go and swim in a blue ocean instead of going to swim in a red ocean. How many of you are familiar with the theory of red and blue ocean? Write it down in the comments. And by the way, if you're just joined now, write down, where are you from? Which country, which city are you from? So when you choose to swim in a Red Sea, that means that all fishes are eating each other. It's wild. Nobody's taking care. Everybody's eating each other. Everybody's stepping on each other. But when you choose to swim in a blue ocean, there's plenty of space, there's plenty of money, and there's plenty of resources for everybody. And let me tell you now, we are living currently in unprecedented time in history. And right now, you need to find, it's your duty to find the blue ocean. It's your responsibility to find the blue ocean. And you can find it. It's so easy for you to find that blue ocean. Oh, Gary, you're from Sofia, living in London. Hello, how is London? I miss it. I miss it. Seriously, I miss it. And by the way, when you choose to work and you choose to be active in a blue ocean, what happens is that you become resourceful. So what made me be successful and make me have those types of numbers? Number one, I chose a different type of product. I chose to separate myself from others. Number two, obviously, when you choose a different type of product, you have a different type of approach. So I studied my niche. I found my niche of clients. Have you found your niche of clients? Do you know who is your niche of clients? Once I found who my niche was, I fell in love with the clients. I didn't fall in love with the product. The product is just a tool that allows me to get access to that type of result, to that type of success, to that type of benefits. But at the end of the day, when I build a relationship with a client, when I build a relationship with Cassia, when I build a relationship with Cynthia, when I build a relationship with Julie, okay, this relationship will allow me to build more connections and allow me to build something else more. I was doing a training yesterday, and I reminded these people that we need to be more client oriented. We need to put our business we need to put our client in the middle and build our business around our client. Let me ask you a question. Do you know who your client is? And do you know what problems your client has got? So write it down. My clients are influencers and I love them dearly. That's great. So you know, Gary, you know who your clients are. And once you know who your clients are, now you know to go on the next step. The next step is, how can I serve them? Once you know who you want to serve. So Gary says that her clients are influencers. So when you know who your clients are, at that point, you will start asking yourself, how can I serve them? How can I sort out a problem? What problem have they got? And let me give you a quick tip. Let me give you a quick tip. Can I give you this quick tip? I guess you said yes, okay? When you identify what you need to do, you need to know what pain are they running away from and what pleasure are they heading to. That's it. Because at the end of the day, all of you, all of us are running away from a pain and heading towards pleasure. So this is the secret that helped me. My clients were business clients and they were running away from several problems. They were running away from not being able to be good leaders and train their team, running away from not being able to be profitable in their companies, running away from not being able to have profits at the end of the year. So a lot of huge revenue, but large, big amount of expenses, but not being able to keep even a penny in the company. So they were going minus. So I provided for them, knowing what their problem was, I provided for them tools and strategies to make them scale and go on the next level. So what is your product? What are you selling? How are you helping your clients? Have you got a strategy on how to help them? When you change the word from selling to help, that makes the huge difference. Gary, once again, is saying, I'm trying to make them financially independent by offering them their own wellness product ranges, okay? So you know what the problem is and you're offering them the solution. So you're trying to make them financially free by leveraging on what they have. Is that correct? Using their products. Is that correct? Did I get it? Yes. Okay. So great. So you are leveraging, you are stepping on what they have already. That's really amazing. So basically, you're changing their perspective. You're allowing them to realize that, hey, but I have this product. I can do with this product X, Y, Z, and I can get to the next level. Write this down. This is a secret that will change your way of selling or your way of promoting yourself. Write this down. You need to learn and identify who you need to help. Find, like Gary, a tool and help them to get to the outcome, to the dreamland, to the place where they're expecting, to their outcome, okay? So right now I've seen we are also going live on Facebook. So let's see also whoever is joining in on Facebook. A couple of seconds. Yeah, there we no, we're not yet. Yeah, here we go. We are live on Facebook. Yeah. So for those who are on Facebook.
But okay. So what else help you? Because and also one question is depends which age you are, because very often people ask me if I'm too young, if I'm too old, if I'm woman, if I'm man, if I'm religion, if I'm not religion, how to connect all things. Do you think that has something like a schedule, like if you're a woman or if you're a man, you can make it better or worsely, or need to be some specific age? What is your opinion about things?
Okay, first of all, I truly believe that ladies are the best salespeople. Period. There's no argument on this. There's no need to argue. Ladies are the best people to sell. Point number one. Point number two, there's no age limit. There's no age. So basically, when it comes to sales, the age is just a number. Everything depends on who you are. Everything depends on your level of energy and your passion. So what is your passion? What are you passionate about? What do you love? Age is just a number. I'm reminded of the owner and the founder of KFC. He opened and started KFC when he was 64 years old, if I'm not wrong. Can you imagine that? That's when he started his business at 64 years old. Doesn't matter. Age is just a number. And don't allow that number to define who you are. Let that number just be a number. It's about what you've got, and it's about how you want to help people. And let me tell you one thing. No matter where you are or whatever thing you are doing, I believe that it's your responsibility to sell. And you can be an effective, good person who sells the product when you have a feeling, a connection with that. So a lot of times they ask me, oh, but Moses, you are selling something else to somebody else. Now, what about, is it better to sell something which is yours or something which belongs to somebody else? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It just all matters on how you are delivering your speech and how you are getting into connection with the other person. Because let me tell you this, everybody loves to buy, but very few people love to be sold. Or let me say it in a stronger way, as one of my mentors, Jeffrey Gitomer, says, everybody loves to buy and nobody loves to be sold. So once you know how you're helping and what you're doing for your client, automatically, you don't need to sell him because you are helping him, and then they will go to buy. Imagine this. How many of you, write it down in the comments, how many of you love bags, handbags? Handbags, pretty handbags, small handbags, big handbags. How many of you love handbags? Write it down. Write down in the comments. How many of you love handbags? Because you love handbags, yeah. Yeah, because you love handbags. If you love handbags and I come to you and I sell to you this microphone, okay? I'm trying to sell you this microphone, but because your need and what you want is a handbag, okay? I'm a bag lady. Gary, I'm a bag lady. That's good. I like it. So what happens if I come to you, Gary, and I give you this and I sell to you this microphone because it's not something that you need. It's not something that is in your vibration in that moment. I can try to sell it to you in any type of language. You won't buy it and you will feel the pressure of me coming to you. But if I know that you are looking for a bag, I know that you want a bag, I know even what type of bag you want, and I come with a handbag, I'm not selling to you. I'm sorting out a problem. I'm fulfilling a desire. I'm helping you get to accomplish a passion, something that you love. What happens? Automatically, you're going to buy it. Automatically, you're going to get it. But what happens? Most of the times, we just go around trying to sell. Hey, buy this, buy this, buy this. They didn't ask it for you. It's not what they want. It's not what they need. So why are you selling it to them? So going back to what the question of Natalia was, there's no limit of age. Age is just a number. It all depends on your energy and who you are. And it doesn't matter if you're a man or woman. I'm sorry, but unfortunately, the society has put in this type of limiting belief on women. On LinkedIn, I have over 20,600 connections. And when it comes to sales connections on LinkedIn, most of them, majority are male. Why? Because the society has put in that limiting belief that women cannot sell and things like that. I totally disagree with this. I believe that women are the best people in sales. Now, write down in the comments, even on Facebook, let me try to see if I can join in Facebook. Write down in the comments, what is your relationship with sales? How do you feel when you talk about sales? What comes in your mind when you think about sales? Write it down. Please help me, write it down so I can serve you in a better way and I can help you. Because a lot of people have different things. Oh, Gary before previously said, who do I know? How can I find out if they need it or want? Okay. Who do I know? How can I find out if they need it or want? Okay, basically this comes to a straightforward answer. You need to have a survey. You need to know your clients. The more you build a relationship with your clients, the more you will know what they need. Let me tell you one thing. Natalia has a large audience across the globe, okay? In Bulgaria and also in the English-speaking areas. She has this audience, and this audience is mainly a female audience. They're also men and some female audience. So some of you right now are looking how to go on the next level. Some of you are thinking of how can I structure my business? How can I help my team? How can I become more financially independent, financially free? If it's you, write down a comment. Tell me, yes, it's me. Yes, it's me. Yes, it's me. Okay? So what happens? Because she knows you, because she knows what you need, she asked me if I could come and support and help you. So Natalia is a perfect example of what's going on right now. So Gary, I hope I've answered your question. I believe it was a question. I hope I've answered it to you. So Natalia knows you so well and knows that some of you, not all of you, but some of you are looking for the next level. Some of you are looking to go beyond. Some of you are overachievers. So now you want to have something which is more solid and build your empire. How many of you want to build your empire? Raise your hand or write down, yes, I want to build my empire. Write it down in the comments. Write it down on Facebook. I want to build my empire. So the secret to build your empire is model what Natalia is doing. Natalia knows you so well. Natalia has a connection with you that now she thought that this is the time where we need to provide skills and strategies on how to sell and how to make your business grow. Okay? So, Gary, make sure you get to know who you need to serve and what they need. So how can you find what they need or what they want? Get into a video, get into a post and ask questions. Sometimes it's so easy. Just ask questions. And your audience, because they have a relationship with you, they will tell you. They will answer to you. Remember this, people love to do business with those that they like and respect. So when they like you and they respect you, you just need to ask a question. Okay? And it's something that comes also in sales. You need to ask. I remember the biggest success that I did is when I produced the results, immediately I went to my manager and the owner of the company. I said, hey, I'm bringing these results. I want to have a higher commission. So what did I do? I went and asked, but later on, I walked my talk. I produced the results, okay? So I'm trying to join the live on Facebook and I'm not yet right there. Oh, there we go. Let's see if it's going on. Natalia, are you there? Do we have any?
Yes, I'm there. I'm there. So you explained this very good, these things. And my idea, if people not have product, for example, they work on salary and not as good a product, is I want to make seminar about how to make real sales, how to do sales. If the seminar is also very useful from people who not have sales at the moment and how to make sales. Because my beliefs, I think it's very important to see yourself as you are, to sell yourself as a woman or as a man, to sell yourself as idea, what you would like to do, and it's very, very important. How you think, if it's good know the skills of sales, even if you not have a product? What
okay. Yes, you can also bring up these master skills of sales, even if you don't have a product. So for example, when I was working in Tony Robbins' team in London and I was selling, I didn't have my own product. I had a product of Tony and I was selling that product. So you can be also successful even if you don't have your own product. So what can you do is number one, identify what people are needing and what people are looking for. So when you identify what people are looking for, and even if you don't have your own product, and even if you are an employee and you're working for somebody else, always go and find out what is the niche, what is the need that outside people are looking for. Because once you find what people are looking for, and if you don't have a product, you can be resourceful and find the right product that people are looking for, and you can be the one to deliver it. Then position yourself as the expert. Don't position yourself as, oh, I'm just somebody who has figured out that some people need the Mont Blanc pen, so let me try to sell this. Because if you don't have any type of certainty, people will just smell it and they won't buy from you because you are smelling insecurity. But when you go there and you have the perfume of certainty, doesn't matter. Even if you have ice cream and you're selling ice to the Eskimos, you will sell them ice. They will buy it from you. So even if you don't have a product, make sure to find out what people are looking for, what people are needing. Let me give an example. With the lockdown, everybody knows what happened, especially in our industry, Natalia. No events, no chance to connect with people, no chance to do anything, okay? So you had to shift immediately to go online. How many of you know what Zoom did? Zoom went from globally about 8 million meetings on a daily basis to about 350 million meetings on a daily basis during the lockdown. And because they were fast to shift and get ready, they were able to come up with different types of product or to make it performing. I remember one day Richard Branson told me, and he said something which was really important. He said that, do you know what I do? I do not come up with a new product. I find products that are already on the market and I ask myself, how can I do it in a better way? So Richard Branson did not create the trains in London, Virgin trains. He did not create the planes, Virgin Atlantic. He got something, a product that was already existing, and he made it perform in a better way. So he worked on changing the approach of that product. So for those who are there crying and saying, oh, I don't have a product, or I don't know what to sell, or things like that, easy. Find something what people are needing, find something that people are looking for, and if you can improve it and make it in a better way, just go ahead and sell it. Sometimes you have to have the courage of getting something that's already working and just give that small little spice difference and make it look better. So there's no excuse, Natalia, on, oh, I don't have a product. You can find this. We are living in the time where there's such an abundance outside. But what happens most of the time is we are blindfolded by media. We are blindfolded by our past experiences. We are blindfolded by our wrong mindset. That's why success is a dynamic process. It's made of ups and downs. And you need to understand when you're down, that down, if you look back, is where you are looking up. It's your new pavement, but a couple of years ago was your ceiling. So you have overcome that, now you're on another type of level. So don't come up with the excuse. That's an excuse. I don't have a product, I don't know what to sell. You can find it. This is the time. There's plenty, and you just need to be resourceful. And sometimes when I talk with my team, I can't even stop because I come up with so many ideas, and the team can't stay behind me because we are living in unprecedented times where there's plenty of ideas. Now, write down in the comments, please, in the comments, write down, is there something, is there an area that you can think you can make the difference? Think about that. There are so many things that you can just jump in and make the difference. Yes, you can make the difference in some things right now, so you can find your products. Oh, and if you don't have a product,
I realized the idea about which I also do say this is good. I say how I can see the idea and make it better. And I know people who are not so creative, but only because they know how to use ideas of other people and really improve it. Yes, they want to be even more successful. One of the guys who did it, McDonald's, and if it's a movie about history, movie about McDonald's, about the owner of this restaurant, you can see it, your eyes. Obviously, he take ideas of two brothers and to make it for himself. And many projects in life, it exists that somebody gives the first step, but after somebody else takes the idea, steal the idea, and to improve it and to make it like him. I believe in business, it's also work. And who is mother is like sometimes you have a baby, one woman can birth this baby, the other woman adapt this baby and grow up. And who's the mama who's birth, who grow up. And don't afraid if you're not so creativity. Find idea which you like and ask yourself how I can make it better. Maybe want to open your restaurants, how you do better these restaurants, or how you can do better this.
Yeah.
And always we can do something better, but at the moment. What did you, can you explain what you do in the webinar, paid webinar the next week, I think it's what you exactly do there? What do you teach the people?
Yeah. So in the webinar, it's gonna be, I think it's gonna be in 2 weeks time. Okay. It's gonna be on 23rd and 24th. On this webinar, I'm gonna teach you a couple of tips, and some of them I already just started seeding them. Obviously, in this short time, it's impossible to give you everything. Okay. But in this, we will talk about what is the starting point of success. So what is the mindset that can help you get into this dynamic process of success? Okay. And I said dynamic process. So it's a journey. It's not something that happens overnight. Okay. No, it's something that goes through a process. We will talk also on how to make the perfect sale. Okay. Because the perfect sale really exists, and you can do it, and you can do it on a regular, constant base. Because once you do it once, you can model, you can make a system out of this. Okay. And then we will talk also of talking about mindset. We will go together and we will crash and we will break down those strongholds that are still holding you, those limiting beliefs that are still making you feel like, oh, I need this, I'm not good enough, I'm not this. So we will work basically on self-confidence. Okay. And then the last point, I will talk of something which is really, really, really vital and I really love. We will talk on how to manage and how to handle rejection. How many of you, write down in the comments, either you're watching us on Facebook or you're watching us here on Zoom, how many of you literally get torn up when you have a rejection? When somebody tells you no, you feel so bad and you take it so personal. Write down in the comments, how do you handle and how do you manage rejection so far? Because in this webinar, we will go through a couple of points and I will give you strategic tools and we will go through strategic steps on how to handle rejection. And I will give you my secret formula on how to face and manage rejection, because there is a formula. I have created a system that makes you handle this rejection and makes you move forward. And by the way, okay, so Gary is asking me, how can I grow my LinkedIn connections? Oh, Asmin, oh, thank you, congratulations, thank you for that. The way you can grow your LinkedIn is make sure you always put in valuable content, and LinkedIn is for professionals. So make sure the content is professional and understand what your audience is looking for. So basically, Gary, it's the same principles I said previously. Identify who you want to serve and what is the content that they may need. What is so valuable that will make them understand what they need, okay? And build rapport with them. So when somebody asks you a connection, ask them how they are, what they're doing in business. Build a rapport. People love to be connected on a human level, okay? People love to be connected on a human level. And after this webinar, me and Natalia were preparing a specific program, which we will go more in depth. And when we go in depth, I will show you how you can build your business based on the persona, based on your clients. Because at the end of the day, that's the secret. You need to be focused on your clients. And I will teach you how, step by step. Stay with me, stay with Natalia in this journey. I will take you by hand and we will go through everything and we will make sure you become successful. Thank you, Gary, for sharing everything. And just one last point I would like to say. I always say this because it's what truly I believe. Because me and Natalia, we are in the business of helping successful people like you. Listen carefully. We are in the business of helping successful people like you to live the outstanding life. Whether it's about business, whether it's about life, you deserve to live an outstanding life. You are created to live an outstanding life. So not only it's possible for you to become a queen and a master in sales or a king in sales, I can tell you also this. I don't know anything about you, but based on what I believe in my heart, I know for sure that there's something special in you. I know for sure that there's greatness in you. And you need to make that greatness come out. And me and Natalia, as coaches, we are going to help you, take you on board with us, come with us in this journey and help you discover that true potential and literally open it up. Literally, as Tony says, unleash it and make sure you go and live that successful and outstanding life. And the final thing, not only it's possible, but it is your responsibility. It is necessary for you to do that. Because let me ask you a question. What would be different in your family, in your city, in your country, in your business, if you understand why you came up on this earth and why you're right now following us in this moment? What would be different because you showed up? What would be different when you master the game of sales? What will be different when you understand how you can help more people by selling and delivering more value? Think about that. And Natalia, thank you so much. I leave you now the word. You are the queen. You are the boss. You are the lady.
Thank you much. Thank you so much. So, what big pleasure to be together this evening. And there's the most important skills to sell yourself, to sell talent. I hope today this give amazing advice how to sell yourself better. I would like to learn and to use this opportunity to learn from him. He used from YouTube webinars about how to pick up the sales. And secondly, about how to sell yourself more expensive, how to increase your price, how to do better with your price. Because of you all sell yourself too small money or too expensive, understand exactly to offer, how exactly to offer you. And about all the topics he will speak on webinars. And after you together business academy, how to start your business, because a lot of you want to make money. You cannot have it without this. You must, if you want to reach, yes, it's blind, open your company to make your business, to find mission, to find idea, to understand who you are, and this is what is your role, what you can do, what you cannot do, what to delegate, how to start. And all this will make a business academy. We start 11th August. It's to package a week and or legend. A week it is special session within Moses when we give advice about your case. Ordinary view about skills, how to find your mission, how to make business plan, why business not successful. Today I was consult one guy from England. He was very successful. After one of my webinars, he increased money 3 times. In 2 years, he was successful. And suddenly, this corona COVID all fall down. And today, he called me and said, I would like to make text you. I don't know what's happening with me. And I asked him 5 things. He said, I understood. Thank you so much. And so totally, why it's down now? What I forgot about teach me? What exactly I need to do now? Which mission I can do? How I can continue? I want to cry from happiness. How great is it? And really, business is not so difficult, but not easy. It's like you learn something step by step, and become better and better. For me, fundamental things in successful business, it sales skills which Moses will teach you, and about psychological part and the part of the business plan, how to make the numbers and all these things. Digital marketing will teach in our academy, start 11th of August, how to successful business. Well, there and develop together. Thank you so much. Thank you from your time. Thank you all of us who see us today. Was to be with you, and I hope all of you. I wish you to have successful and develop time. Bye, guys.
Bye-bye. Thank you.